Have you ever started a painting and midway through you totally abandoned it? That is exactly what I did with this painting and changed it completely. But let me back up. A couple of years ago, following a trip to Maine, I sat down to paint one of my photos that I had taken on this trip. I began, as I typically do, by staining the canvas first with the imprimatura, establishing the underpainting with shades of brown, and then slowly moving to the color layers, beginning with the cool blues and violets. As the painting progresses, it gets more refined, but it was at this point that I hit a major roadblock. I was dissatisfied with this ordinary way of putting a painting together. I could have kept going, of course, and eventually brought the painting to completion. But honestly, there was something missing. And so, unhappy with where I was, I stopped, and the painting simply remained unfinished for over a year. Before we go any further and see what dramatic changes I made to my approach, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I actually knew what needed to be done, but I was scared to let this painting go. I had already worked so much into the painting and feared that changing direction at this stage risked losing the entire thing. Still, I had to do it and decided to go in a completely different direction altogether. And so I painted over everything, smearing and splashing over what I had built, setting up a brand new foundation. Sometimes you have to destroy what you have already built on your way to discovering something new. From this point on, I would only use photos as a reference, taking artistic liberties with my color choices. Deviating from normal colors in the photo, I applied shockingly bright and bold colors. In a way, I started with a complete opposite color of what would ultimately end up there. For the muted gray and blue sky, I added yellows and oranges first, while the distant tree line was painted a brilliant red. Over the coming layers of paint, less intense colors were added slowly, lowering the temperature and settling down from their prior state. With each new layer, muted colors all but conceal what is hiding beneath, and this interplay of color and texture over many layers is what interests me as a painter. This is learning as you go, and the act of painting needs to be inquisitive in nature and open to risk-taking. In the end, I arrived at a completely new destination. Sure, I still question my decisions, and even now I wonder whether I'm finished. But when I see where I came from, what I left behind, I feel confident that it was the right decision, and learned to not be fearful, but step out of my comfort zone in the hopes of arriving at a new destination. Thank you for your commitment to stay to the end of this video. I hope you are encouraged to learn that every artist hits roadblocks from time to time. In order to discover something new about painting and life, sometimes you simply need to let go of what you knew and go in a completely different direction than what you are used to. Remember that fortune favors the bold. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you for watching.